bro.
Monkey Boy. I love it.
This guy's an atheist, by the way, Trent. So be nice.
I love it. I love atheists.
Yeah, I wanted to say some stuff about stuff that Trent said that were just wrong. I mean, one thing he said is that that to be justified in either theism or atheism is merely evidence-based and it couldn't be anything else. But that's just false because the way like people...
Hold on, Trent. You still sound very much kind of far away from the phone.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, so he said that to be justified in theism or atheism is merely evidence-based, but obviously evidence is is a property of the conditional probability, not the antecedent probability of a hypothesis or proposition. So that's false. You can be justified merely on the prior probability, right? So you don't need an update to be justified in a view. And then there's also like explanatory virtues that can move one in what epistemologists and philosophers of justification would typically consider non-evidential.
Okay, wait, hold on, stop right there, Trent. So the reason why I'm saying that is I do want to take this one point at a time. Trent, go ahead, because it's you talking over just doesn't work because your mic is just kind of low. So go ahead.
Got it. So that just evinces an ignorance of the literature. So it's clearly nobody can say what you said who read Tom Kelly's entry on evidence in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. I wrote the Oxford bibliography for...
Well, what precisely is wrong that I'm saying? So we're clear.
You're confusing the evidential confirmation relation, ontology of evidence. They are two totally separate things.
The ontology of evidence? I don't know. What is that saying?
I know you don't know what it is. You revealed that very, very clearly. And maybe you should study before you come
But because that's not a concept I'm employing. And that's not what I was criticizing. All right.
Well, wait a minute. So to moderate this discussion real fast, you said what Trent was saying is wrong. And so Trent is now he's now referencing a concept that would actually rebut what you're saying.
I'm pretty sure I was talking about the ontology of evidence. So the miracle here is that this guy knows.
Well, we're not talking about whether. Are you talking about realism about evidence?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's start over. Let's start over because Trent was getting somewhere. Trent, can you start over between the things he confused there? You said.
Yeah. So for the listeners, 3 recommendations, real quick. Tom Kelly at Princeton wrote the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy article on evidence. Great read. Section on the ontology. I wrote the Oxford bibliography on evidence. The Oxford bibliography is online. Has a summary of all the major works on evidence, including a section on the ontology of evidence. I also had a debate on the ontology of evidence in the Blackwell Companion to Epistemology on the nature of evidence, and my Oxford University Press edited volume, Evidentialism and Its Discontents, also has a section of essays on the ontology of evidence, including an essay by myself. So that's some homework for people who want to understand what is evidence. So the evidential confirmation relation is expressed by a conditional probability. But the assignation of a prior probability is still grounded in a type of evidence. This is called foundationalism, that your evidence is grounded in experiences.
That's just wrong.
Even your primary, you can think that.
Properly basic beliefs are the types of experiences that one believes evidentially independent.
You're contradicting yourself. Belief is not an experience.
Foundational beliefs are beliefs that do not go justified.
It's called the ground.
They're primitive beliefs that are not. They're not. Well,
article in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy on foundationalism. It's called the grounding problem, and most foundationalists, I'm tempted to say not all, but the vast majority.
But evidentialism is a type of epistemology. I'm just talking about the standard construal of evidence.
MonkeyBoy. Please see where you're going with this. I want Trent to drive
probability and unrestricted probability with an ontology of evidence as to how those values come about. And the majority of foundationalists, including Bayesian foundationalists, will say that those values for the conditional and the unconditional probabilities are grounded in experiences. The normative, well, Roderick Chisholm, my God, go back to Roderick Chisholm, 60s, the king of epistemology, the king of the theory of evidence, Rod the God. And you'll see that it's called a material epistemic principle. Evidentialism is what's called a formal epistemic principle. It relates a normative status to a normative status. A material evidential principle tells you how the normative status comes about and in what sort of experience that evidential status is grounded. Just do your homework, man. I'm done with this guy.
Okay. All right. Thanks, MonkeyBoy, for playing, bro. That was good.
Well, I didn't even get a respond.
No, you did. And you are the student in the room, so
you got to cut. If you're going to come at the teacher,
I find it. I've been on live with him before and everything. And he's gonna say running because his whole posse likes to say that whole thing as well. I find it funny, like if he didn't already know coming into this that you didn't know what those concepts are, given that you're an actual epistemologist and he's like a TikTok debater. I just find that to be interesting. Again, more reason why this app is so insufferable, because you people make this place so bad. People make this place and no hate on MonkeyBoy. It's just like, that was just funny. It was funny. You're obviously the student.
Like literally his first sentence was a complete category mistake. He didn't. His statements did. I was gonna say it was wrong. It was false. It didn't even rise to the dignity of error, because it was just an incoherent. He just confused the concepts.
Thought flow, dude. I literally had to unlock multi-guest today. If you say I'm a TikTok debater, then all right. Then I guess there's really no substance to that.
Just got off of probation today? Jeez.
Yeah, bro. I don't go on this app and do all that. But all right, Trent, where are you at, bro? Are we?
I'm literally in my driveway looking for my wife's car. I'll tell you the moment I see it. I'll give you the 2-minute warning, just like in a. I mean, we could probably process another person if there's somebody that would like